Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the OnePlus 15. Now, you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one starts at $900. All right, so let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
Calm down. Okay, OnePlus 15. Now, like I said, this one starts at $900. Now, we got a lot to talk about in this video, so I want y'all to grab your popcorn and your thought juice and get comfortable. All right, so first, let's unbox it, and then we'll go through the specs. Now, as far as the presentation, nice red box for emergencies only. Giggity. Let's see what you get inside. Now, this is going to be, let's see. Okay, you get a little OTG. Just gonna pop this out. Okay, little OTG. Let's see anything else in here. Okay, this is gonna be your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. Looks like no OnePlus troll stickers. Okay, no OnePlus stickers. This is gonna be your device. Let's see anything else in here. Now, this is gonna be your SIM ejection tool. This is gonna be your USB Type-C charging cable, USB-A to USB Type-C. And you get an 80-watt fast charging brick in the box. Samsung, Google, Apple, nothing. Motorola, Sony. And this is going to be your device. Fucking Sony, put the charger in the box. Y'all thought I was going to forget? No. All right. Let's see anything else. That's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the case. Now, this case actually looks sick. I seen this online. Ooh! Look at this case right here. Look at this case. This is the carbon fiber. Okay, let me do the smell test on this case. Smells like race car. Okay, let's see how it looks on the device. Ooh! Yeah. Now, this case is fire right here. Look at that. Oh, this case is sick. Let's see how hard this is to take off. Okay. Not hard at all. That's what she said. Let me go ahead and power this up, and then we'll go through the specs. Okay, so do we got any juice? All right, there it is. Little vibrations. All right, let's get a little wipe down, too. Let me grab a little microfiber cleaning cloth. Now, let's go through the specs. This one comes in 3 different colors. You got black, sandstorm, which is this, otherwise known as titanium in China, and you got violet. Now, for the display. You got a 6.78-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1272 by 2772. Now, that's 450 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, up to 1800 nits brightness, and a 165 hertz refresh rate. You heard that right. 165 hertz refresh rate. Now, the phone is IP68/IP69, dust and water resistant. And you got Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front for protection. Now, also, you got aluminum frame and you got glass back. Now, I will say this. The glass back has the softest... Hold up. Yo, calm down. Calm down. The glass back has the softest satin feel to the back. And, of course, the satin panty finish. Do the 2-finger test yourself. I love it. The build quality on this. First of all, before we even finish the specs, look at the glow up. Okay, look at the glow up. Look at last year's OnePlus and look at this year's. This is what I like to call a glow up. First of all, no more of this curved display. Y'all know I hate curved displays, even though this one's kind of flat, but it still had a slight curve to it. Completely flat. Now, this is just my preference. Completely flat display. But the camera module, y'all know I am so tired of this round stovetop. The camera in the back look like a fucking stovetop. I hate this, okay? This is my least favorite camera design. Now, look at this. Now, if you put these phones side by side, which one just looks more modern? Which one looks more sleek? Which one would you rather back out of your pocket? Come on, bro. This is the glow up right here. Okay, so the build quality, excellent. Now, this one comes with 12 or 16 gigs of RAM, 256 or 512 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, on a side note, this is the global version. If you get the Chinese version, you could get it with 1 terabyte of storage. Now, this phone is running Android 16 with ColorOS 16 skin on top, and you're going to get 4 years of updates. Guaranteed 4 years of updates. Now, for the battery, you got a 7,300 milliamp battery that features 120 watt fast charge. Now, with the right charger, that means you can charge this phone from 0 to 50% in 15 minutes. 0 to 100% in 40 minutes. Okay? This is a shit shower and shave phone. Now, you also got 50 watt fast wireless charge. Now, if you want to get the fast wireless charging, get yourself something like this. You see, this is the AirVook charger, something that supports fast wireless charge, and you're going to get faster wireless charge than you get with your wired charging with your Galaxy. Let me say that correctly. You could charge this faster wirelessly than you could charge your Galaxy S25 Ultra wired. Okay, so insane charging speeds. Now, for the cameras, on the rear, you got a triple setup. So you got a 50 megapixel wide angle, 50 megapixel ultra wide, and a 50 megapixel periscope telephoto lens. Now you can shoot 8K video at 30 frames per second or 4K video at 60 or 120 frames per second. Now in the front, you got a 32 megapixel wide angle lens, and you can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. Now you got dual stereo speakers, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, always on display, face unlock. You got an on-screen fingerprint sensor. You got the plus key, which we're going to talk about in a minute, customizable. You got an IR blaster, okay? An IR blaster. And you got second space, also known as thought protection. All of that for $900. Now, I know what y'all getting ready to say. Don't you miss the days when OnePlus phones was all about flagship specs at mid-range prices? Now we're talking about $900. This is flagship specs at flagship prices. But wait, those days technically aren't over. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. Watch this. Let me pull up my one of my tablets real quick. Go ahead and open this up. Check this out. Now, if you go to, let me go real quick. If you go to one of my favorite spots where I get all of my Chinese phones from, Giztop. Right now, this is not a sponsored video. This is where I get my Chinese phones from. Look at the OnePlus on Giztop. The OnePlus 15, the Chinese version, is $639. $639. Now, usually, the Chinese phones are a little bit, let me say that correctly. Usually, the global phones cost more than the Chinese phones. But from $639 to $900, usually if the Chinese phone is $639, maybe the global version might be $800. But from $639 to $900, that is kind of crazy. All right, that's kind of crazy. Now I want to show y'all something real quick, one more time, because let me go to my profile real quick. Let me go to my orders, right? Because whenever I say this, there's always one banana head in the comment that says, oh, you sponsored by Giztop. Look at my orders from Giztop, okay? This is my government name, Mad Official. Look at all of the products that I order from Giztop. Okay, now this is only showing 50 per page, and this is the prices. These are all of the phones that I actually order. Okay? You see it for yourself. So I'm not just saying that to say it. Now, this phone, as dope as it is, and as much as I love it, there's a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, we have a serious problem. And that problem is named Realme. Okay, the problem with this OnePlus phone is nothing to do with the phone. The problem is Realme. Okay, now, did y'all see this phone? This is the Realme GT8 Pro. Now, let me show you something real quick. Let's go back to Giztop. Let's go to phones. Let's go to Realme. Now, the Realme GT8 Pro, the Chinese version, is $650. Now, here's the thing. This is the global version of the Realme. Now, the only thing that we got to wait to see, now this phone is actually still under embargo, so I don't know the actual price yet. This is a global version. If the price of this phone is $900, okay, then it's a no-brainer. Go with the OnePlus, okay? Go with the OnePlus. Even though if we go on paper, right? Go to your favorite website where you look at specs on paper. The specs on these two phones are basically identical except for a few key differences. First of all, the Realme has a Quad HD display. versus non-quad HD display. This is 1.5K, even 1.5K versus quad HD display. The Realme has a triple camera setup on the rear, but this is 50, 50, and 200 versus 50, 50, and 50. Not to mention, the Realme has an interchangeable back. Now, y'all heard me at the beginning of the video say, I hate this circular back. With the Realme, you can actually take these screws off and turn it into a square back. This is insane. As far as battery life, 7,300 versus 7,000 milliamps. So that's pretty much identical. Same 120 watt fast charging. So again, we gotta wait to see the price on these Realme phones. Now, if the Realme phone comes out at $900 for the global version, then you gotta go with names, okay? I'm gonna go with names. I'm gonna go OnePlus. I'm gonna go with OnePlus, even though it has a quad HD display, still I'm going with OnePlus. But if this Realme phone comes out and the global version is $750, ladies and gentlemen, it's game fucking over. Game over, bro. Who's seen Aliens? It's game over. Now, if they come out at the same price, then, like I said, you got to go with brand loyalty. I'm going with OnePlus. But if this Realme comes out, and trust me, I've been using this Realme phone just as long as I've been using the OnePlus. Both of them got IR blasters, thought protection, okay? Both of these phones are pretty much identical. Now, I'm going to prove one more thing also. Don't ever go by specs on paper. Because specs on paper would have you believe that this is 200 megapixels for the telescope or the periscope telephoto lens versus 50. Matter of fact, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. I'm going to show you something. Watch this. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let me go to my photos. Now, my biggest concern was the zoom test, okay? The zoom test. Basically, the photo is going to look identical. But let me show you my zoom test. So what I like to do... What I like to do is... Look at Maya's hit me a miss. What I like to do is stand all the way down the block from this school and try to zoom in on this sign. You see there's a little sign right there? All the way down the block from that school and zoom in. And here's how it looks on the OnePlus 15. Now I like to take a few different shots to try to get the best one. Look at that. Crispy. Now, here's the same exact thing with the Realme. Now, keep in mind, Realme, 200 megapixel camera. Look at this. Look at this. This is why you don't go by specs on paper. Okay, now, they kind of look identical. Let me see which one would if I had to choose which one, I would go with OnePlus, honestly. I mean, even though you see the OnePlus letters look a little bit fatter, let me just make sure, because I took a few different shots. Yeah, you see, I took a few different shots to try to get the best one. Keep in mind, this is super zoom, so you're going to have steady hands. You got to have steady hands to get a great shot. Okay, that's probably a great one right there. Look at the difference. So the specs on paper don't really mean jack shit. And another way to prove that specs on paper don't mean anything, and I know a thousand people sent me this video. Did y'all see the video when people did the iPhone battery drain test versus the OnePlus 15? Now I forget the actual number of the iPhone battery off the top of my head, the exact milliamps, but on paper, the iPhone should get blown out of the water. It shouldn't even be close. But when you do the actual battery drain test, the OnePlus 15 lasts about 20 minutes longer. If that, maybe 20, 15 minutes longer. So on paper, you would think that, say this is 5,800 milliamps and this is 7,300. Oh, you should get at least 2, 3, 4 hours more battery. No, you get a few more minutes. Okay, you get a few more minutes. So again, specs on paper don't mean shit. And let me show you one more thing. Now here's the OnePlus, okay, from last year. With the Hasselblad lenses, everybody was like, oh, they took away the Hasselblad lenses. Oh, the camera's trash now. Look at that same photo. To me, it actually looks better on the OnePlus 15 because look at this one. You see how you look at the M. You see when you zoom in closely, look at the M. Look at the M on this one when you zoom in. Look at the M. Okay, this one holds the integrity of the photo a little bit better. Big words alert. Okay, so to me, Would I upgrade from the OnePlus? What is this, the OnePlus 13? I don't know why they skipped 14. That kind of fucked up my whole train of thought. I don't know why they skipped numbers. I don't know. But would I upgrade from this OnePlus to this one? Now, even though I love the back of this, I love the blue color. I love the vegan leather feel. Little Hasselblad, little Hasselblad logo, give you that feeling. But nah, bro, nah. This is the new design right here. This is the new design. Now, speaking of design, this phone right here is very similar to one of my favorite phones of the year so far, the Oppo. Now, let me see something real quick. Let's go to Oppo. Now, again, this is another one with a 200 megapixel camera. Look at the Oppo. Now, look at the Oppo. Same thing with the zoom test. Okay, down the block from the school. I tried to get a bunch. Oh, look at this. Yeah, look at this. See the Oppo? Let's go back to this one more time. Here's Oppo. Yeah, Oppo is a little bit better in my opinion. Here's Oppo. And they look very similar. But this right here, right now, it's all about the Vivo. The Vivo X300. If you want to talk about cameras, let me just show you. Let's do that same test. Let's go to cameras. That same test. Let me find that photo. Hold up. Look at that. Look at the photo on this one. Now, look how lifelike this one. Look at this. You see how this one got bright red and all that? Look at this one right here. Look at the difference, bro. Vivo is not playing any games. Okay, Vivo is not playing any games. Now, I said all that to say this. This year, we also got Xiaomi secondary display. This year, this is one of the best years for cell phones, okay? Now, if you had a phone from last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you've been waiting to upgrade, 2025 is the year to upgrade. So far, every phone that I reviewed is better than last year's version. Now, usually every phone is, of course it's going to be better. You're going to have better processors and all that. But every phone that I reviewed so far is better than last year's version. I'm just mad at Vivo because they still kept the stovetop camera design. But I guess, if I got to sacrifice stovetop camera design to have the best camera on the market, okay, give me this big fucking camera. Give me the big island on the back. But everything else, every other phone really upgraded. I'm just waiting to see what Samsung does. Okay, I'm waiting to see what Samsung does. But shout out to all of these companies. Everybody's giving you a real upgrade this year. All right, so let's get back to this video right here. I know this video is going to be a train wreck. Okay, I kind of went off topic, but it is what it is, man. Y'all know I'm a hardcore OnePlus fan from back in the day, so I want to see them do good. This is good. This is good. My only gripe with this phone is $900, man. $900, but why? Why? Why is the Chinese version $640 and this is $900? Imagine for 1 second. Let's all put on our imaginary hats. Imagine if you went online today, and today is the day this phone is announced, and OnePlus said, we're dropping this global version, this phone that I got in my hand right now, for $650. If this phone came out right here, the global version, for $650, I would have my knee pads on. Okay, I would have knee pads on right now, and I would be servicing OnePlus. Okay, I would be servicing OnePlus testicles right now. $650, it would be game over. But $900, now you're stepping into Galaxy territory. You're stepping into the Pixel territory, which low-key, if y'all been following my channel, the Pixel is low-key my second favorite phone right now. Second behind the Galaxy. The Pixel is my second favorite phone. And the same thing with the Pixel Fold. This is my second favorite fold behind the Galaxy. If this phone was $650, I know. Back in the days, my brother used to say, well, if your if was a spliff, we'd all be high. I know it's kind of a pipe dream right now, but technically it's not. Technically it's not because, look, put it like this. Say you got an iPhone 17 Pro Max and you want to be two phones Nelson. Okay, you want to be three phones O'Reilly. You just want to have some other phones to play around with. If this is not going to be your daily driver, okay, this is not going to be your daily driver. You're not planning on locking into this phone for the next 2 years. Go with the Chinese version. Now, look, I know somebody's going to say, what's the difference between the Chinese version? First of all, let's talk about the bands. Now I can't speak for everybody, because some of y'all using Bob's Fish and Chips and wireless. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what carriers some of y'all got. Some of y'all got these little bootleg carriers. I don't know what bands they use, but I know for me, I can only speak for myself. In the USA, I got AT&T. I have no issues with the bands. So for me, the Chinese phones, that's not an issue. However, you're not gonna get all of the AI. Okay, you're not going to get all of the Google circular search. You know, you're going to have to sideload a lot of stuff. You're going to get a lot of bloatware. You know, so there's going to be some drawbacks to getting the Chinese version. But basically, overall, the hardware is going to be exactly the same. The hardware is going to be the same. The camera is going to be the same. Battery, everything is going to be the same with this phone and the Chinese version. Okay, now the only thing is, if you got to keep in mind, though, you buy the Chinese version. You know, you buy something like this, you buy the Xiaomi Chinese version, you drop it down the stairs and break that secondary display. You can't just walk up into your neighborhood shop and be like, yo, I need to replace this. It's not that easy. Now, at least with OnePlus, you know, this OnePlus is more available, so you might get better warranty, you might get better customer service. You know, it is what it is. Not to mention, for the $900, check on OnePlus's website. They do have a lot of first day sales and incentives. I looked real quick. I don't know if I was looking for Canada or not, but I know if you buy the OnePlus, you get a choice of, you can get the OnePlus Buds for free, you get the OnePlus Watch for free. So, you know, they do have a lot of incentives. Okay, but $900, OnePlus, take me back to the days of OnePlus being a flagship killer. Because right now, the way I'm holding this phone in my hand, if this phone was $650, this would be a flagship killer. This would be a flagship killer for $650. Okay, but at $900, you do have better cameras out there. Vivo, Oppo. Okay, you do have better cameras. You do have longer years of software support. Samsung. Okay, more features. Samsung. Okay, you do have better displays. Samsung, Google, Apple. You know, so you do have more options. Okay. Anyway, let me pause the video, delete my browsing history, and then we'll walk through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. First, let's take it over to the scales of justice and check the weight between the OnePlus 13 and the OnePlus 15. Here's the OnePlus 13. Now, this is 210 grams. Here's the OnePlus 15. 215 grams. So the OnePlus 15, slightly heavier. All right, so now let's take a look at the actual device. Like I said earlier, I love the build quality on this. This feels so soft and beautiful. I'm telling you, it feels like satin panties. I love it. You got your OnePlus logo right here. There's your triple camera setup, LED flash. On one side, this is going to be your power button, volume rocker. Okay. You got an IR blaster, speaker grill on the top. This is going to be your plus key. Now I'm going to show you how this works in a minute. This is customizable. On the bottom, physical SIM tray. Love to see it. USB Type-C charging slot. And there's your speaker grill. And on the front-facing camera. Now, of course, a couple of different ways you can open up your device. You can swipe up, put in your pad in your pin. Next, you have an on-screen fingerprint sensor, which works amazingly flawlessly. Okay, amazingly flawless. It works amazing and it's flawless. And look at this. Now I'm gonna use the wrong finger. You see how you have that little ripple effect? I love that. Okay, I love that little ripple effect. And of course, you got face unlock. Now look at the face unlock. 2. We'll do one more. 3. Now I'm not gonna look at it. Let me look over. Bang. Okay. Now you do have always on display. As you can see, I'm using a full screen picture, but you can have the custom always on displays, the classic ones, whatever you want. Now look at this. Also, you see always on display shows time, date. My notification is going to pop up in order, and it shows my steps. As you can see, I've been getting my steps in today, trying to be less of a big back. All right, let's go through the software. Global version, swipe over once, Google homepage, okay? And we can start with the plus key. So okay, look at this, OnePlus 15 review. A great phone if photography is not a priority. Word? Okay, look, this is Engadget. Now I'm gonna use the plus key. I press the plus key. You see it's analyzing Now, this is how I got mine set up. So it analyzed this whole web page, and I can exit out of this. Now, watch what happens when I double press. This is very similar to nothing with the central space. If I double press, okay, you see, I got my OnePlus 15 review right here, AI summarized, date, time, all that. And I can do a voice note right on top of it. This is sick, okay? This is sick. This is sick. Now, I'll show you more about that in a little bit. All right, swipe down once. Here's all your quick toggles. So you see I got high performance mode. Okay, now you can have balance, battery saver. Okay, go crazy with that. But if you want to add more tiles, just hit the plus, and you can add all of the other tiles. So you got the focus mode, okay, security and privacy, camera, your camera permissions, the little power off button, super power saving mode, okay, TV remote control, outdoor mode, okay, just add that right there. Hit done, and hit done, bang, right? So you can add all of your tiles right there. All right, so now, okay, now if I swipe over once, here's my notifications. Let's get and clear all of those. Leave that on, okay. Okay, so again, if you swipe down, quick toggles, swipe down from this side, notifications. Or you could just swipe down and swipe across. Now let's go over the settings. Okay. Oh, now I want to show you something. Look at this. You got cross. Let's go in order. Okay, so let's go to mobile networks. Now, of course, this is going to work. AT&T. It's going to work on all your carriers. Cross-device connectivity. You can share photos directly to an iPhone. You can share photos directly to an iPhone. Now, you can do the same thing on a Realme phone, too. That's a dope feature. I'll show you how that works in a minute. Okay, let's see anything else we need to see here. Oh, yeah, okay. For this, you do got NFC, VPNs, private DNS, Android Auto, all of that good stuff. Let's see, home screen and lock style. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about this photo. I told y'all before, there's a deep story behind this photo. That's why I got it as all my wallpapers. It's not just because I look cool as fuck in this photo. Okay, there's actually a deep story behind this photo, and it means a lot to me. So I'll tell y'all about that maybe at the end of the video. Okay, I know, I'm sorry. All right, let's go to wallpapers. Okay, now you got classics. These are going to be your shoes back there doing some stuff, man. Look at this. You got all your classics. You got oxygen. Now, this is the one that I'm rocking right now. This is a live wallpaper. Shoes taking a dump. All right, my bad. Yeah. All right, you got Sublime Grandeur. Y'all ever had cats when the cat's in the litter box and you hear that scratching sound? When you hear that sound, you know you're going to get a whiff of that smell later. All right, let's see. We got Sleek. You got your aerial view, light shadows, compositions, interactive. I know that was way too much information. Shoes. Look, why shoes got to take a dump and then try to come right back and show my own? Get off me, man. All right. You got, lost my train of thought. Interactive. Now, these is cool right here. This is a classic. Y'all remember this? This is one of my first OnePlus staple. You know, one of my first that I used to use on all of my OnePlus phones. This one right here, you see, kind of got the clouds. This one right here. You know, these are the interactive ones. And that's pretty much it for the wallpapers. Always on display. Now, you see I got full screen. Now, you could do seamless, which would be just a clock. Like that. Or you could do the classics. Now, for classics, let's go back to display settings. Okay, you got time, date, battery notifications. Okay. All day battery. For always on display. You could do the carbon. Okay, these are animated ones. I didn't hear you wash your hands. Yo, who's seen the movie Jackie Brown? All right, real quick, y'all remember Jackie Brown? One of the funniest parts to me, and I don't even think it was meant to be funny. Remember when Sam Jackson went to go get the bail bondsman and he walked in the guy's office and the guy was in the bathroom, and the guy came out the bathroom and Sam Jackson was sitting in the office and he said, I didn't hear you wash your hands. And it was like just a little brief pause right there, a little awkward moment. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. And every time somebody come out of the bathroom, I'll be like, I didn't hear you wash your hands. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I know, I'm so corny. All right, anyway, here's your carbon footprints. These are actual, you see, this one right here is pretty dope. Now, I'll go ahead and apply this and show you what it looks like. Let me get a little wipe down. And so you use the carbon one, you see? carbon one. These actually have animations on it. Okay, let's go back to Homeland. Now, Homelands, these actually move too. You see, you got the penguin, you got the bear, and you got the fish. Look at that little fish shoes. Look at it. And you got a little fish. Now, personally, I like to go with the full screen glory. All right, next you got icons. You can change all your icons, the shapes, rounded corners, the app name. Let's have the app name a little bit smaller. No need to have it that big. You can change your fonts. Okay, the font weight. Now, I like my fonts to have a lot of weight to it because I'm blind. So I want my fonts to be nice and thick. I like a lot of girth. Let's see, you got colors. I know, pause. All right, you can change your wallpaper colors, feature colors, go crazy. You got, look at what Michael Franchise talking about. My guy, shout out to Michael Franchise. It's one of my guys right there. Fingerprint animations, look at that. Change all your different animations. Now, this is actually an app I'm using called Dynamic Spot. I'll show you how that looks in a minute. That's not a stock feature. Edge lighting. Okay, when you get your notifications. Oh, okay, it's not available when always on display is on, but you got to make a choice. Got your text blur. Okay, home screen settings. Nothing to really see there. Animation effects, transition animations. Look at this. Man, what a time to be alive. Y'all remember back in the days you had to root your phone to get some shit like this? Now, it's just stock. I like the flips right there. Let's leave it on the flip. Okay. Optimize widget appearance. Okay. Manage apps. Well, okay, that's pretty much it for the home screen settings. Lock screen settings. Ways to awake. Nothing to really see. Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold up. Wait. Okay, lock screen signature. I just want to make sure I have my signature on deck. Okay. Oh, no. I spelled it wrong. Why is it spelled the charter? All right, there it is. All right. Okay, fingerprint overlap. Leave that on. Okay, let's go to display and brightness. Now I got it on dark mode. Auto brightness. I'm going to leave that off. Screen color mode. You got standard, natural, vivid. I like to leave mine on vivid and nice and cold, but you can play around with it, get the best setting that you like. You got eye care, adaptive tone, fonts, display size, image sharpener, leave that on. Color boost, leave that on. Okay. Screen resolution, no quad HD display. That would be my only gripe. No quad HD display. And you know, if we're gonna nitpick, the Oppo doesn't have quad HD display either. But why does the Realme have a quad HD display? I'm dying to know the price on this one. I'm gonna review this on November 20th. That's the day the embargo lifts, November 20th. Either we're going to cook this phone because of the price or we're going to be doing a lot of glazing. It's going to be one of the two. All right, so screen resolution, leave it on high. Screen refresh rate, look at this. Screen refresh rate, 165 hertz refresh rate. Now, you're going to see that with certain games. You're not going to see that on day-to-day apps, but hey, bragging rights, yeah? Bragging rights. Okay, let's see. Sound and vibration.
You don't impress me.
That's the Kodokan ringtone. You don't impress me. Okay. There's your alarms. Let's see. Anything else we need to see? Yeah, like if y'all wondering about the ringtone, it's called Kodokan. I get it on Zedge. You got clear voice. Filter out background noise when you're in the call. Sound effect settings. Okay. Again, you got smart movie. If you put it on music. Gaming. Okay, your choice. Okay. No, matter of fact, let me see. More sounds, nothing to really see there. I'm gonna leave mine's on smart. Okay, smart. You got the holo audio, haptics. Okay. Let's get maximum haptics. Let's see, crisp or gentle. I like it crisp. Okay, let's see more. Anything we need to see here? Okay. Our recording device for external cameras. Okay, that's pretty much it. You see? Bang, just like that. All right, anything else we need? Notification and quick settings. Nothing to really see there with that. Security and privacy. Okay, check this out. You got your face unlock, fingerprint sensor, theft protection. But look at this. If you keep scrolling down, system cloner. You see that? System cloner. That is your thought protection. Now, I'm going to show you how that works in a little bit. That is your thought protection. Okay? Bang. All right, so let's see. Anything else we need? Okay, look at this. Battery. Okay, we kind of went through that. 7,300 milliamps, power saving settings, battery health, charging settings. Okay, now I keep on quiet charging. Okay, but if you want to, you can have smart rapid charging. Okay, you got reverse wireless charge. Let's see, apps, nothing to really see here. You got an app cloner. If you want to be a little diabolical scumbag, clone some apps, go crazy. Plus key. Okay, now here's the plus key. Now the way I got mine set up, that y'all seen that little demo, that was called Mind Space. Okay, so when I double tap it, it takes me to the mind space. That's where I have all of my saved AI searches, all of my voice notes, all of my saved screenshots, okay, all of my scumbag videos. I got everything in mind space. But if you want to, you can just have it on sound and vibration. You can have do not disturb. You can have a flashlight. So when you hit that button, okay, flashlight. Hold on, let me let's confirm that. Set that. Hit this off. Now, if I hold the button, just turn my flashlight on and off. Now, I like using that. For when I drop my contraband, get the immediate flashlight. You got a recorder, translate, and screenshot. But on a phone like this, I'm going to leave it on MindSpace, though. All right, so when I do my RDA test, we'll play with MindSpace. Now, you got AI. So this is the thing. When you buy the Chinese phone, you might miss out on some of this AI. So you got your AI search. Okay, search through let me say that correctly. Search across a vast amount of information. You got AI writer. Okay, if you don't know how to write, okay, use AI writer or give you some different ideas on how to write. You got AI translate, AI voice scribe, AI recorder, okay? So all of the AI stuff. Now, personally, the one AI that I use the most, the one AI that I use the most is AI Summarize. And basically, you're just using Google Gemini, and you're just using it like this. So if I go over to Google, I just go back to the same Engadget article, and I just hit Summarize page. That's the one that I use the most. I don't find myself using too much other AI. You know, you might use ChatGPT here and there, but Gemini is my favorite. Okay, you see?
The OnePlus 15 review by Engadget concludes that it is a great phone.
So that's what I like to use. Calm down. Okay, you got your system updates. Let's see. You got some. Anything else we need to see here? No, that's pretty much it. Accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, everything is there. You got assistive ball. You got your Zen space. Okay, just in case you need to take a break from social media, kids mode, outdoor mode. Okay, faster internet. It says faster internet, precise location tracking, and smoother app performance when you're outdoor. Why not? Okay, pretty much it. You got an OTG connection. Let's go to about device. Okay, now this is 512 gigs. Okay, this is the big boy. Okay, 7,300 milliamps, 16 gigs of RAM. Whew, the specs on paper though. Whoa. You got the Trinity. You got the Trinity engine. Yeah, hold up. Y'all see it? What you know about the Trinity engine, bitch? The Trinity engine. You see, like this is the kind of stuff you need when you're having a phone war. And somebody talking about, I got the A19 Bionic Supersonic Titanium Uranium chipset. Trinity engine, bitch. Fall back. All right, fall back. You know what I'm saying? What does the Trinity engine mean? I don't know. And you don't need to know. It just sounds cool. It sounds cool. All right, anything else? That's pretty much it. No, user account, go and help with feedback. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, watch this. You do have the sidebar. Okay, so say I want to open up Chrome just like that. Okay, into a pop-up. Get it out the way. Come back to it. Okay, split screen, close it up. I got screenshot, screen record. I can edit. Let's see if let's add something I like to use. Let's add Instagram. We'll add YouTube. Okay, done. So now, at any moment, if I want to go to Instagram, open that up right in the pop-up. Hold up. You see, you need the Instagram safety shield because it's a family show. I gotta open up Instagram with the safety shield nowadays. Put that to the side. Okay. Let's open up YouTube. Okay, there's YouTube. Okay, same thing. We go full screen. Well, put that to the side. And then now as I'm scrolling through my phone, and look how smooth this phone is. As I'm scrolling, I can come back and look, go right back to Instagram, go right back to YouTube, switch them back and forth just like that. That is pretty dope. And I could go full screen or I could just exit out. Now, let's check the web browsing speeds. Let me close this. All right, let's do the web browsing speeds. Shoes, man. Go to apple.com. Look at that. Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5, as we call it, the Generation Cinco. Look at this. Now, 165 hertz refresh rate, Generation Cinco. Nobody calls it that. You see, I just caught myself because right now when I say, as we call it, Generation Cinco, if my girl was right here, she would have been, no. Who's we? Who's we? I'm like, nah, this is what they say. No. Who the fuck is they? Who's they? Tell me who's they right now. I'm waiting. Tell me who's they. I said this is what we say. Who's we? Nobody says that, okay? Nobody says that. I gotta stop saying that, okay? I gotta stop saying it. Sure. All right, look at this. Super fast web browsing speeds on this one. You know, you see how sometimes I don't even gotta say nothing to shoes. I just get silent, and she be like, all right, hold on, he ain't playing no more. Let's do some split screen multitasking. Okay, we do split view. Let's do Facebook. Look at that. Okay, so we got Facebook and Apple. We could swap. Let's do Instagram. Okay, so now we got Instagram, Apple. Okay, swap sides, top and bottom, just like that. Excellent web browsing speeds. And again, Color OS, Oxygen OS. Let me let's go to real quick. Let's go to about real quick. Hold up. Let's go to about. I just want to see something real quick. Yeah, Oxygen OS. I don't know why I said Color OS. I keep forgetting OnePlus phones use Oxygen OS. Oxygen OS Color OS. Let me see something real quick. Watch this. Let's go to. I'm telling you, these phones, man. Let's go to about device. You see, Realme UI. Look at this shit. Just in case y'all think I'm tripping, man. And this is. Watch this. Let's go to about. Look at this. All of these. Origin OS, Realme OS, Oxygen OS. Hold on. Look at this shit. One more. Look at this shit. Watch this. Look, you notice anything, right? About device? All of these shits is the same, yo. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. All of these shits is exactly the same. All of these operating systems nowadays on these kind of phones, they all the same. Realme UI, Color OS, Oxygen OS, Origin OS, they all the same. Okay, they all the same. Look, new version available. They all the same. But I would say Oxygen OS, it just feels the best because I'm kind of a OnePlus nut hugger. So it kind of feels the best. But they all the same. All right, they all the same. So excellent web browser speed. You see everything open in the back. Look, I haven't closed anything. Yet. Android 16 actually. All of my Android 16 widgets. Look at my man Geach. Look at my man Geach. All right, this is Facebook. So if I go to Facebook, my boy Geach right here. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, all right, other than my cousin, right? This is a dope widget right here. If you rock with Facebook, make sure you get the Facebook widget. Okay, you see something? Good morning, good people. Good morning, good people. All right, stay, get your messages and all of that. Got Gemini, got the calendars, got my quick contacts. All right. But like I was saying, also, this is another one of my favorites, YouTube Music. Okay, so I like to keep a YouTube Music and recently played. So if I see my recently played. Look, y'all see my recently played? Bro, I am so 2000s. My recently played, I can take it right over to Nas. You know what I'm saying? Take it right over to some Mobb Deep. And then I got the big widget. Of course, you're going to get the Dynamic Island. But you see, let me turn this down. You see how I'm getting a little visualizer right there? I got to play some music to get you see the little visualizer right there? Let me show you this real quick. This is the app that I'm using. It's called Dynamic Spot. Now, personally, I would recommend getting Dynamic Spot Pro because it's way more customizable and you can get access to all of the features. But that's what it's going to look like when you get a notification. Okay, and you swipe it away. That's Dynamic Spot Pro. And again, when you play your music, you get a little visualizer. Anyway, look at this. Everything is running nice and smooth, though. Now, check this out. Y'all want to see something cool? Watch this. I'm going to take a photo. Let's get a little white shoes photo. Okay. Now, say I want to share this photo. You got all your basic sharing options, but I could share this right to an iPhone. Look at that. Let's hit open. And look at that. Well. Look at that. Hold up. I don't want to put nobody on blast. But look at that. This is the photo. This is the photo right here. Just shared it just like that to an iPhone. Let's do that again. All right, let me exit out of my photos real quick. All right, let's take another photo. Let's do this OnePlus case right here. Bang. We're gonna go ahead and share this. Okay, iPhone or Mac. Just like that. Hit open. Bang. Transfer completed. Viewing photos. And there it is. That is pretty dope. That is pretty dope. All right, so now let's try out the dual stereo speakers. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rubier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Nice and loud. Look, I cover the bottom. This is just the top. Y'all hear that bass?
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it? How's the sound, baby? That's a sound test.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rubier. Excellent sounding speakers on your OnePlus 15. No complaints. All right, so now let's take a look at this beautiful display. Go full screen. 1800 nits brightness. Excellent viewing angles. Look at that. Minimum reflections. Basically bezel-less. Little cutout for your camera. And again, those speakers sound great. This is how it's gonna look when you're watching your videos. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving. All right, let's try a little gaming. We got Asphalt Unite. Okay, now I just upgraded the Beamer. Here we go, y'all. Look. I did a little upgrade on the Beamer. Let's get it. Let me see. Do I feel the upgrade? Okay, I feel a little upgrade. Oh, okay. Number 2 ain't playing right here. Back up, bro. Woo! Okay, hold up. Yeah, I got him. I'll try to hold that drift a little too long. Okay, there it is. We got him, y'all. We can stop. There it is. All right. All right. Asphalt Unite. Gaming on your OnePlus 15. Now, let me turn this down. I know somebody's going to say, oh, why don't you play Call of Duty Mobile? Why don't you play PUBG and all that? Bro, this is the Snapdragon 8. Let me say that correctly. This is the Snapdragon Elite Generation 5, okay? You're not going to have any issues gaming with this right here. All right, so now let's talk about the camera. Now, the OnePlus Hasselblad collaboration is over. But like I said, even without the Hasselblad camera, the camera to me looks about the same, and if not better in certain situations as compared to the OnePlus 13. Let's go through the different shooting modes. Now, you got Master. You got your video, which you could do wide angle all the way up to 18 times zoom. And like I said, 8K, 30 frames per second. is the maximum. And then you got 4K, 60, or 120. Now for photos, you got wide angle all the way up to 120 times zoom. Now one quick side note, for video, front-facing camera is going to be 4K, 60 frames per second. Okay, now you got portrait mode. You got 24, 48, and 85 millimeters. You got your text scanner, and you got more. So you got night, high resolution, panorama, pro videos, you got slow motion, time lapse, you got long exposure, you got dual video, front and back, you got underwater, document scanner, and you got tilt shift. Now I want y'all to take a look at these test pictures and videos for yourself. Personally, I think the camera looks pretty damn good. All right, now here's another one of my favorite features, the IR blaster. Now, as you can see, I got my bedroom Sony TV already set up. But again, IR blasters are not only for TVs. I got to keep saying this over and over because people don't realize that for IR blasters, you can control your air conditioner, your TV, your DVD player, your cable box, your projector, your fans, your RGB lights, your robot vacuum cleaners. Basically, anything that has a remote control, you can use your phone as a universal remote. Let me show you how I use mine upstairs in the office. All right, so I'm sitting up in the office. I just finished working. Now I want to turn off all of my TVs using one phone. Okay, so let's start off with the Samsung TVs. Just like that. Another one. Just like that. Now we'll switch over to LG TV. Press the button. Just like that. And now let's switch over to Sony TV. Press the button. Just like that. The IR blaster is so clutch for me. This is a major go. All right, so now let's talk about System Cloner, or as other companies call it, Second Space, or as we call it on my channel, Thought Protection. Here's how it works. Now y'all see mine, always on display. Okay, now this whole video I've been using my thumb. So watch this. I'm gonna use my thumbprint. You see my wallpaper, that nice colorful one right there. Let's go to apps. You see I got all of my apps. You see Instagram, Facebook, okay, Twitter. Okay, I got all of my apps on deck, right? Y'all see that? Let's go to gallery. All of the photos that I've been taking. Exit out of that. Now watch this. Instead of using my thumb, I'm gonna use my first finger. Y'all see what happened? Look at the wallpaper. Now it's a different wallpaper. Let's go to photos. I only got one photo. One photo. Let's go to apps. Look at the apps. These are all of my apps. No Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, no nothing. This is why we call it thought protection. If you're hanging out with some thoughts, okay, you leave your phone on the table like this. They pick up your phone. Oh, let me go to his gallery, see who. Oh, okay, no photos in his gallery or only photos of his cat. Okay, let's go to his Facebook. Let's go to, matter of fact, let's go to his Instagram. Let me find his Instagram and try to troll him on Instagram. Oh, look, no Instagram, no Facebook. Can't even check the DMs, nothing. My phone is fully protected. Now, when I say thoughts, we just saying that as a joke on my channel, but this is also for kids. Say you got kids and you want to let your kid hold your phone. Here, all I got to do is put it into system clone mode. I could give the phone to my daughter. She could go online, do whatever she wants, but she can't accidentally hit photos, okay, and ruin her life. You know, she don't want to go through my photos. No, just like that. Now, once you give me back the phone, all I got to do is watch this. I'm going to use my thumb again. And you see how it switched over? Now it's switched over. Now if I go to gallery, all of my photos. If I go to apps, you see Instagram, you see Facebook, okay? You see Twitter, X as you call it, TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp. I'll do that one more time. Now watch the fingerprint. Bang, look at that. Back to photos. Only one photo. Now this would be dope too, because look. Now say right now, this is why this is how you could use it for scumbag mode. I'm gonna take a photo of shoes, right? Now say this was a scumbag photo, right? That was a scumbag photo that I took. Now it's in my scumbag section of my phone. So watch this. Now when I use my regular print and I'm back to my real phone, when I go to gallery, that photo's not there. Okay, now that's a different photo of shoes. That photo's not there. Watch this. I'll use the finger again. And now we go to gallery. It's this photo. Now, I'll do a better photo because I know that photo of shoes was kind of silly because I already had a photo of shoes like that. Look, we'll do the pixel. Okay? Take a photo of the pixel. Now, you see, I go to gallery. There's the pixel, right? That's the last photo that I took. Let's use the thumbprint again. Back to my regular phone. Go to gallery. And look at the last photo. No pixel. And look how fast it switches over. That's regular thumbprint. Scumbag mode. Regular thumbprint. Scumbag mode. This is dope. All right, now, look, if I would have had this back when I was in the scumbag days, imagine you arguing with your girl. Oh, yeah, let me see your phone. Give me your phone. Let me see your phone. Who you just texting? Let me see your phone. Like, bitch, here. Look at my phone. Here. And just take your phone. Let me see who you was texting. Hold up. Let's go to messages. Oh, look at this. No messages. No nothing. Let me see your gallery. And you see, I told you. Look at my photos. What are you talking about? And then you get back the phone. Give me my goddamn phone here. And then you open it back like this. And then you go back to your scumbag photos. Okay? So this is dope. System cloner. Again, you don't have to use it to be a diabolical scumbag. You can use it. Just like right now, if I'm chilling and my daughter's like, yo, Dad, let me hold your phone for a second. I'll be like, okay, hold on a second. I'll be just like this. Here you go. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Do whatever you want. And my daughter will be online doing stuff like that, whatever. Dad, let me use it because she want to go look at something. Her battery's always dead. Her phone battery's always dead, so she want to go look at something real quick. Okay, then when she give me back the phone, are you done? Give me back my shit. Just like that. Mom. And we good money. All right, so second space, some people call it, like on a lot of Chinese phones, they call it second space. OnePlus, Oppo, Realme, all of these similar OSs, they call it a system clone, but we call it thought protection. I love that feature. All right, so now let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now you just dropped $900 on the OnePlus 15. Let's see how it works in the real world. First, let's check the charging animations. We'll do wired. Okay, look at that. There's your wireless charge animation, Super VOOC. Beautiful. I love that water ripple effect. Oh, I love it. I love it. Next, let's try wireless charge. Now check this out. I got the OnePlus wireless charger. I love this one right here. This case has MagSafe. Okay, there's your MagSafe charging. There's the wireless charge animation. Look at that. Now you got the wireless charge. Oh, this is sick. And keep in mind, you got 50-watt fast wireless charging. Okay, 50 watt. And you got 120 watt fast charge. So at night, I'm definitely not plugging this in. Okay, I'm sleeping with this right next to me in the bed. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up at, say I gotta leave my house at 9 o'clock. I like to wake up at around 8:43. Okay, I'll wake up at 8:43, roll out of bed and roll right into the shower. Before I do that, let me just go ahead and plug this in. Roll right into the shower. By the time I shit, shower, and shave, come back out, unplug this. It's going to be fully charged. Fully charged. Next, you got your full screen always on display now. Okay, so I wake up in the morning, pick up the phone, look at it, look at the biometrics. Now, y'all see me do this test with a bunch of phones, and some people are, always making excuses. No, even from behind the camera, this is how the face unlock is supposed to work. Just like that. Bang. Or fingerprint sensor. Bang. Let's see the tap. Bang. Just like that. Excellent biometrics. I love it. I love this case. That red right there just brings it out. Oh, OnePlus did it big with this one. They did it so big. Anyway. All right. First thing I like to do, let's check the weather. Okay, 48 degrees. Okay, let's see. Tomorrow looks like rain. Hey, it's been raining in New York. Every time I try to shoot a phone video, it's been raining. It is what it is. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next, swipe over once. Let's refresh the Google homepage. Okay, OnePlus launch. It's a new flagship. Okay, everybody's talking about OnePlus today. Oxygen OS 16. Okay, now let's see what's going on with Oxygen OS 16. What I would like to do right now is just go to summarize page. Okay, and we're doing this in real time because I ain't got time for all of these pop-up ads and all that. I don't want to read this whole shit.
The Oxygen OS 16 update for the OnePlus Open
look at that.
introduces significant
performance. Oh, look, there's the Trinity engine.
New AI features.
Let's see Trinity engine.
Here is a summary of the key points.
Let's see.
Smoother experience.
Manage the power. Okay.
Parallel processing.
Oh, look, there's the Trinity engine. All right, so we need to learn what that means. All right, for when you're getting in your phone wars, Trinity engine. Okay. Anyway, all right, that's cool. Exit out of that. All right. Grand Theft Auto. Okay, we got a new trailer. All right, hold it. I'm gonna come back to that one. We got a new GTA trailer. All right, I gotta come back and check that. Okay, AirPods. Now keep in mind, you do have. Watch this. If I click on this, you do have your Google Circle of Search. Okay, that's one of the things. If you buy the Chinese version, you might not have that. You're gonna have to sideload that. There's your circle of search. Okay, iPhone 17. Yeah. Oh, Timberland's new limited condition. What is these? Hold up. Yo, hold up. Chill. I know these ain't patent leather, yo. Yeah, hold up. They wilding with these. Bro, let's see. Waterproof. These shits, you got the patent leather gump. It was yo, bro, nah, bro. Nah, hold up. Chill. You got the, let's see how much these shits cost. $500. No, let's see. 180. Let's see. Okay, stock. Hey, look at these shits. See, this is why the circle of search comes into play. Nah, bro. I'm good on these. Yeah. But just in case. Hold up. Just in case, I'm going to add this into my mind space. All right, and I'll come back to that later. I don't know about these. I don't know about Lauren Crown. I don't know about these. What y'all think about these? These shits is too shiny for me. It's like candy apple. You got the candy apple Timbs on, bro? Nah, bro. Nah, we not doing that. That's nasty work. That is nasty work right there. If anything was nasty, those are super nasty. All right, let's see. Triple black. Oh, who's seen all the Steam accessories now? Yo, they got the new Steam box and all that. Look, here we go. Steam Deck 2 playing, but won't arrive soon. They got all these new Steam accessories, but that Steam VR looks crazy. I'm definitely getting that. That looks like something that's going to be fun for your flights. Okay. All right. So anyway, this is how you. What are these? I got these. I got these. Matter of fact, I don't want to read anything about them because I'm about to review these. The Basus, the Inspire XP ones. I got these. We're gonna. Let me set a little reminder for this too. Look. Bang. Save that right there into my mind space, and exit out of that. Now, at any moment, if I double press and go to my mind space, you see, I got the Basus article. I got the Timberland article. I got all my shit. If I want to go back to these Timberlands, okay, look, Bram block, one block down. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice little feature right there. All right, let's do a little work. All right, so go to my Gmails. Okay, do a little work. Okay, read a little Gmail. Let's see. Okay. All right, so this is how, if I'm working right now and getting my emails, I get a reply to this. Thanks, bro. You can use your AI writer, you know what I'm saying? Go crazy. All right, that's my Gmails. And then what I like to do is we'll do floating window, put it to the side, because I'm going to have to come back and work at some point during the day. All right, check my Facebook, see what's going down. All right, my man Mangdami. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now look, I can hit my daughter, hit my girl. You know what I'm saying? I like this little widgets right here too, because just press one button to call, one button to text. All right, that was the email I just sent. Okay. All right, next let's do a little social media. Let's take it over to Facebook. Okay, what's going on here? Hurry up. Okay, I could go back to my Gmails. Check. Okay, nothing going on here. Let's see what's going down. Ice Giant. Y'all seen the Ice Giant watch band yesterday? Look, now I did the Ice Giant watch band yesterday, man. And I don't know why I'm catching so much heat behind that. I told y'all already that me and Ice Giant, we're actual friends. We're friends in real life. So when Ice Giant comes out with a product, we're friends. I support my friends. So when my friends drop products, I give them reviews on my channel, okay? It is what it is, man. Now, am I going to be rocking that Ice Giant band every day? No. I prefer stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let Ice Giant rock, yo. And I want to show y'all something real quick. Watch this. Speaking of Ice Giant, let's go to my Gmails real quick. Look at this. Speaking of Ice Giant, my man Rob just texted me not too long ago. Look at this. My man Rob 4 hours ago. Look, he got the Ice Giant bezel. Like, bro, look, man. And I said that to say this because a lot of people was like, that shit looks too tacky. Everything ain't for you, bro. Okay, everything ain't for you. Everybody, just because you don't like jewelry, you ain't gotta like it, bro. You ain't gotta like it. God damn it. I like it. Now, but I do. Come on, man. Look at my wall. As you can see, I do like ice, yo. Look, I know some of y'all think this is tacky. Why you got all this goddamn jewelry? That's tacky. I know. I know. I'm a tacky ass bastard. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. Everything ain't for everybody. The same way you walk around with a 3-piece suit on, you ain't never gonna see me in a 3-piece suit. The only time you see me with a 3-piece suit on, somebody's gonna be like, yo, will the defendant please rise? And I'll be me standing up to get sentenced. Other than that, you ain't never seen me with a suit on because I don't need to wear a suit yet. I don't need to. Right? You know what I'm saying? I done came up. Look at my man Big E the jeweler. I done came up where I ain't gotta wear a suit no more. Bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yo, who seen Jacquez, yo? Yo, what's up with Jacquez? Hold up. I know he getting cooked.
This shit is nasty.
Yo.
Son. This shit looks stupid.
Yo, bro.
Pack this shit up.
Nah. Shout out to my man Will. You gotta pack this. You gotta pack this dude all the way up. This is super duper nasty right here, bro. What is this guy doing, bro? Is this what we come to nowadays? All right, let's see. 1 year ago, this is the photo I had 1 year ago. Woo! Titanium. All right, so this is how. Let's see. Okay, look at my man Morgan Freeman right here. All right, my man Calvin right here. All right, when I do the pinch to zoom test, this is the dude y'all need to thank. All right, my man Calvin. You can thank Calvin when I do the pinch to zoom test. That's my guy Calvin. All right, anyway, so that's how your Facebook gonna look. Now this right here, bro, all jokes aside, I got these right now. This right here now, y'all can say what y'all want. I got these right now, and I posted a photo on Instagram. Let me go ahead and see now these are so sick. I actually only wore these once. Let me see, 250. Yeah, I actually wore these. These is fire. I don't care what nobody say, yo. I guarantee you they're not gonna have a size 12 though. Let me see. Oh, they got a size 12 and they got a 13? Oh, and they got a 13? Hold up. You see, I just add to my cart right here. You see, this is where mind space comes in. I'm saving this right now. I'm copping these. What y'all think about these? Y'all think these is goofy or what? Yeah. Yo, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think about these? No, I love these shits. Look at the soul. This is let me see what the comments. Let's see anybody talking. Let's see anybody hate it. Let's see. Bye. Yes, beautiful. Bye. Yeah, nah, those is official. Just go to my Instagram and keep scrolling through. You're gonna see my photo of these. I definitely rock these once. Anyway. So this is how let's see, Mount Rushmore of comedy. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with this. I'll switch off Bernie Mac for Martin Lawrence. I'm more of a Martin Lawrence kind of fan, yeah. All right, let's keep it moving. Next, let's go over to X. All right, let's go to the mentions. All right. Okay, Huawei Mate XTS screen just snapped along the hinge. Ooh, ouch. You see, you could use AI writer if you can't think of nothing clever to say, but I'm going to just put ouch because that look like it hurts you. I will be tight. You see, and this is the thing about buying these Chinese phones like that. You can't just walk up into the mall like, yo, my shit broke, yo. I need y'all to fix this. They're going to be like, you better get your ass on a plane, take it over to Shenzhen province, and hit up my man Xi Jinping and tell him that you need to get this shit fixed. We ain't going to do nothing for you. All right, they can't do nothing for you in your Roosevelt Field Mall in New York City. It's not going to happen. All right, let's see. Tozo got the NC20s. I'm doing those tomorrow, bro. Tozo video coming tomorrow. Let's see. Charlie watching white shoes walk past the screen. Yeah. Look at Charlie. Yeah, Charlie plotting on shoes. Yo, Charlie, calm down, yo. See, I can use AI writer. LOL. No, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not gonna disrespect him with the AI reply. Yeah, I'm not gonna do him like that. All right. Anyway, this is how your X is gonna look. Hold up. Let's see, guys that just dropped my 17 Pro Max. Ooh, going raw dog is wild. My boy Flossy always going raw dog. Chill, don't blow me up, bro. Chill. Chill. Don't blow me up. All right, anyway, so this is how your X is going to look. And again, now as I'm scrolling, look at banana heads. Oh, look at banana head right here. Now, at any moment, if I say, oh shit, I got to check my work emails. My work emails are still right there. Okay, just like that. I can reply. Thanks. Bong. Okay. Put that back to the side. There's my work emails. All right. So that's X. Next, let's take it over to, let's go to TikTok. They do a little TikTok. Now keep in mind, let me get a little microfiber cleaner. I got, I've been getting all these cat hairs, so a lot of people be thinking my screen is scratched up and all that. It's just cat hairs. Look at this. Let me show you something. You see, the screen be looking scratched, but if I put my phone face down like this and pick it back up, look at that. It looked like it's scratched up, but it's all cat hairs on the screen, okay? And this phone does come with a tempered glass screen protector already installed, but I'm going to leave it on. Now look at this. Is that a jacket full of liquor? Bro. Nah, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I would have used this back in the days. I feel like I might have used that back in the days. Now what is this? Oh, somebody got two trifolds together? Damn, that's a hex fold. That's a hexafold. All right, so here's how your TikTok's gonna look. Ooh, look at Apple sneakers, the Apple X Jordans. Would I cop those the way they look right now? Would I cop those? Yeah, of course. Of course I would. Who am I kidding? Of course I would. Ninja slushy activities going on. Big back status. Okay. Look at this. These is AI. These is AI shits. A lot of these shits be AI. You can't even get excited anymore, yo. A lot of these shits be AI. Shout out to JC who just started following me. Shout out to JC, no doubt. I don't even be on TikTok like that. Look. Go to my TikTok profile. I literally don't be on TikTok like that. I only got a few posts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be on TikTok like that. So I appreciate y'all for following me, but I ain't gonna post nothing, no. Follow me on Instagram if you want to get if you want to really interact with me and you want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Instagram way more than TikTok. I'm only actually on TikTok when I do these videos. All right. Yeah, because basically everything is the same. So, you know what I'm saying? They're like, all these posts, now those is kind of fire, though. These would be fire. Jordan Halloween mansions. Okay. Anyway, that's how your TikTok is going to look. Let's take it over to Instagram. Okay, hold up. Let me do that again. Let me exit out of this. Hold up. All right, let me go back to Instagram. Instagram safety shield up. Okay. Now who this? Oskino? What's Oski? Who Oskino out here cooking right now? All right, let's see now. Look, let's see. Let's see. Hold up. Look at this. Yo, shout out to my man Goob and shout out to Joey Swole. All right, Joey Swole and Goob done teamed up. You know what I'm saying? They done teamed up. You know what I'm saying? They done teamed up, yo. I left a little comment on this. You see, I left a little comment on there, you know what I'm saying? Because Goob is my guy. Joey Swole. I'm about to review Joey Swole's sauces. I'm not going to talk about that too much, but we'll see. Look, my sister, she said she was going to hit me and say, let's swing by. Let's roll, yo. Let's roll. All right, let's do it. Hold on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister right there. All right, anyway. Let's keep it moving now. You see this? I'm just showing you how you use the phone in real life. And look at this. The battery, yo, look at the battery. The battery is on 85%. I took this phone off the charger this morning at around 10 a.m. All right, I'm lying. Maybe like around 11 a.m. I done went to the gym. As you can see, I went to the gym. I did a bunch of stuff. I already got 1,700 steps in. So I'm not capping. I was outside. Yo, this battery is crazy. And it charges up super fast. Look at it with the OnePlus charger on the back. Look at that combination. Anyway, so this is how your Instagram is going to look. Let me go. Let's see anything else. All right, TSA get 10,000 bonus. Oh, okay. 10,000 bonus after they work 43 days. That ain't bad. They deserve it. They deserve it, yo. They deserve it. Look at my man Calico. My boy Calico, a.k.a. Sideways. My man Calico, Kiana. All right, yo, if y'all know the funny story about this is one of my guys right here, but this couple right here, man, you know why I love this couple right here? They met on my stream, and I'll tell y'all the story real quick. They met on my stream and got married. Because one time, back in the days, I was doing an Amazon Warrior stream, and I had this, I was smoking my blunts on the side, so as I'm smoking, I can't talk and smoke at the same time, so I said, look, while I'm taking a little break, y'all dudes that's in the stream chat, don't just sit there like assholes. There's girls in the stream chat. Introduce yourself like, yo, this is a community here. So my man Calico started talking to Kiana in the stream. They ended up, becoming friends. Got a little tighter, and they got married. But they met on a Flossy Carter stream. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. Every time when I see them together, it brings some joy to my heart, man. You gotta love it. All right, anyway. This is how all right, I don't know. This is how now, yo, bro, I used to wear these. Right? Anytime I had to go to court, I had to back these out. Right? These was my court shoes. Now check this out. These are the super boots. I guarantee you, I bet my left testicle right now, they're not gonna have a size 12. Yeah, look, size 12, 13, everything out of stock. You never find the super boots, because I would have copped those. I do got a set of those too. I got the original, the Tupac from Juice. Y'all remember the movie Juice? These are the boots that Tupac had on in Juice. All right, they call them the super boots. All right, anyway. Here's how your Instagram. Look at my man Lavish. Look at my man right here. Look at my man. All right, let's see that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see how the net worth is accumulated. Lil Wayne got 82. Lil Wayne coming up. Yo, Master P ain't no goddamn game. Look at this. Okay, both of them getting money though. Like, why is this even why? Like, who cares? Both of them getting the super money, huh? Like, I don't see. Master B going is fluctuating, but come on, man. Come on. Anything, as long as it says 1 mil, you winning, bro. You winning. All right, anyway, so here's how your Instagram is going to look. Okay. Hammy Show. That's Ice Cube's wife, right? Yeah, that's Coco. Coco's on OnlyFans right now? Coco's on OnlyFans right now? Hammy Show. Calvin, pinch the zoom, Calvin. Hammy Show. All right. So anyway, Matt Barnes. Let's see. He was extorted by IG chick for $60K. Matt Barnes, man, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but bro. For an NBA, for somebody who was in the NBA and got all this money, got a podcast and all of that, you know, you don't have a lot of G, bro. You don't have a lot of G. Cause you got milked already before. Now you're getting milked again. You don't know how to do it. You don't know how. You don't know how to do it. All right, anyway. Look at this. Look at this. This is my era right here, bro. This is my era right here. My era. All right, anyway. This is how your Instagram is going to look. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. This is the kind of stuff I like to see. I know. All right. The blue, we did that already. Oh, look at that hat, yo. I don't know, but I think I like that hat. I don't know. I don't know. I think I like that. Oh, what are these ACGs, though? What, snakeskin ACGs? Y'all remember Nike ACG boots? Hammy Show. Look at my man Klay Thompson. Hammy Show. All right, anyway. Let's see. Apple just made it possible. Oh, check this out. You see? Apple just made it possible to get through TSA with a digital ID. With a digital ID. Hold up. You think you think that's a joke? Look at this. Hold up. You think that's a joke? Hold up. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Let me go. Let me show you something. Yeah, I think because I just text somebody that and they said, "Oh no, that's cap." They said, "No, that's cap." Yeah, you sure about that? Okay. Oh, it's on my other iPhone. I already did it though. I already got it on my other iPhone. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Well, oh, matter of fact, I can show it to you right now. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Now I'm not going to put my government name, but the digital ID, bro. Passport verified on the iPhone, bro. Let's get it. Sorry. Okay, calm down. Okay, Hammy Show. All right, anyway. So that's how your Instagram is going to look. And, of course, if you go to YouTube, okay, say I want to watch a video, watch a little Flossy Carter activity. Watch this broke-ass Flossy Carter, okay? Oh, matter of fact, keep in mind, y'all see the merch? We got the Samsung Knights, Apple Mafia. We got the Hammy Show. We got the fucking Sony. We got all of the t-shirts. We got the Feels Good in the Hand, Slam Boy Certified. You know what I'm saying? We got all of the merch if you need it. All right, only if you need it though. You got picture-in-picture. Everything works. And of course, I got this cat breathing mad hard right next to me. Might as well take a quick photo. See what it look like. This how shoes be looking. I be trying to shoot videos. Every time I look over, this how shoes be looking at me. Look. Shoes look like you. Why you look like you mad, bro? See, some of y'all be thinking she was mad, but if Shoes was mad and she wasn't having a good time, why would she be sitting right here, just chilling right next to me, just absorbing my smell, just trying to be down with me? You want to be down so bad, Shoes. I'm gonna put you down. All right. Anyway, let's get and wrap this video up. Overall, look at all the notifications, everything running nice and smooth. Clear this. Now look at this. All of my apps, I haven't closed one app. Let's close everything up. System is in optimal condition. And of course, we got high performance mode. Okay, look at the battery. Okay, 15 hours. 15 hours was the last charge. Screen time, 2 hours and 39 minutes. 16 hours. Bro, the battery on this phone is insane. It's insane. Anyway, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, look at this. I just found this too. The Pataka carbon fiber goes in here nice and... Ooh, that looks nice too. Overall, let me take this case off though. Even though I do love the case, I want y'all to get a last view of the actual phone. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving the OnePlus 15 a major go. My only gripes would be the price. I would like to have seen this for $750, and $750 would be reasonable, being that you could go online and easily get the Chinese version for $640. $750 would have been a great starting price. I would like to see a Quad HD display. And other than that, I mean, that's pretty much, I can't really complain. That's pretty much it. Quad HD display and a better price. Other than that, this is a certified beast. Anyway, OnePlus 15, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Oh, and did this make it into my top 5 phones as of right now? I'm going to say no. I'm still going with Samsung, Google, Vivo, Oppo, and Xiaomi. Those are my top 5s. Y'all already know which phones I'm talking about. This would be a close number 6 along with the Honor phones. Okay, this and Honor would be number 6. But this is definitely a heavy hitter. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google Plus. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing, I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock, when to beam up. Spock, when to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.